Alright. It's time! It's time, man! It's time, man, for the final bosses. Just curious, man. Is there any... So, what the heck? This is a thing? Hold on, I'm Irish. Can he kill me? That's a thing? What is this? I was exploring your world! I was being adventurous! I just wanted to be an adventurer. I was an adventurer like you. Okay, I'll stop with the voices. That was bad. Alright. Oh, that's a weird position for that fist. And that's a weird position to be in when you're being fisted. Alright. So, I beat this guy last time through blind luck. I think I know how you beat them. Oh, come on. I fully expect it to go way past 3 tries. So, I kind of feel like just shutting up now and focusing. But this is a goal set, Guardian of the Eternal Gate. That's my 3rd try. Oh, it's so quick. I'm gonna go for a 4th, and then I'll probably mute. What you have to do, you have to get both his hands on the gates, which is surprisingly difficult because you have to wait until they start dropping, and then you have to shoot him. I forget if you can shoot him before the thing itself opens. I think you can. By the way, we're going for a 5th try. No! Okay, I'll mute now. Okay, I'll get muted now. If that pleases everyone. It pleases me. I don't have to talk. Alright, be right back. It totally didn't forget to unmute my mic and thought I was okay. Alright. So that wasn't the final boss, by the way, that was the prelude. This one's pretty tough. As you can tell, you have to have the fists hit both the switches, and then he has a little pink eye gate that opens up, and you can shoot him then. And yeah, that's pretty good. Things you have to watch out for, the thing that kept killing me was I would roll, and then before the fist even really got up in the air, like, you have to kind of roll as the fist is above you, otherwise it'll just catch you and kill you, because they are much faster than the previous iterations of this boss, right? Another thing to note is that when you sort of get both switches, you basically have 1-2 fist hits, which is like literally about as long as one roll. You basically have like one roll, and then you have to shoot the arrow, or, you know, the laser, before like the laser fires, or like a fist hits you. The fist will hit like 3 times and then the laser will fire. And between the 2nd hit and the 3rd fist hit, that's kind of like the best opportunity I found to kill him. So now this will be the final boss. At least it's labeled final boss. GG, we win. Nah. So this boss is super interesting. He's... He's basically a clone of us, but better. Because, you know, he's a computer, and computers kind of need to be better than you. Oh, that was bad. I didn't roll. He's called the Soul, not the Truth. The Truth, you fight after the Soul. So he's not quite the final boss, right? Are you serious? I didn't roll again? I'm annexing those first two. Those weren't like real tries. I'm rusty and lag. And I have bad teammates. There we go. I forgot, how do you beat him? Oh yeah! You have to kill the clone. You have to kill the soul when he jumps out of the body. Maybe I will skip this. Is there anything I really want to talk about? Not especially. He's a pretty weird boss. One thing to note is that if you shoot his arrow, or when you shoot your arrow, he can shoot, and when you attract, he can collect your arrow, you can attract his arrow, and the arrow kills you, and obviously the lightning stuff is constantly chasing you, which is pretty annoying. So yeah. One thing to note is that when you shoot him, the body comes out, but I don't think the tactic is necessarily shooting him and then somehow shooting his body. You just can't collect the arrow fast enough. I think the tactic is wait for him to shoot, to split, and then catch him on that note. So, I will see you guys once I've cleared the boss. Alright, that was the final boss. As you can see, we have credits, but as I mentioned before, that's not the final boss. So the credits go off, but if you've beaten all the Titans, which I believe we have, we will go through this, and we will have one last Titan to face. I think I'll let this play out. I don't care too much about it. It's honestly an amazing game. I'm really glad the people who are here who put their work into it. I don't know if it's worth the $15 I paid for. So I didn't even pay $15, did I? I don't think it was like a big sale. 134 deaths. That's a pretty short list. I like the door because it looks like it says locked. That's not what it says. I believe it says truth. But the letters look like they say locked. So this is the secret boss that if you've beaten all the Titans in the game, you face. I don't know if I'm going to chop this into one video or two, so just in case. Hello, my name is Nujum. This is Truth, the final boss in, why did I forget the game name? Rogue Legacy, Minecraft, JK, it's TITANSOULS. This is kind of the first phase of the boss. I'm just gonna run around and not get hit. He's fairly simple. He's two sort of weird eye wheel things. The way you beat him, or at least the way I consistently beat him, is by that sort of trick. You run into the far left, and then I wish I could pause so I could explain the boss battle. This is the second phase. An eye is going to come from the top that I have to hit. Alright. That was the second phase. You just have to hit the big eye and not get hit by the weird things that want to eat you. This is the third and final phase. You have to still not get hit, and the perspective is really weird, so it's kind of trippy, but he's going to shoot an eye laser, and when he starts shooting eye lasers, that's when you know you can hit him. You just have to hit him, but he's kind of hard to hit because of the perspective. And of course the monsters who want to eat your face. And that. The real trick is trying to get past the teeth guys on that last phase, but let's talk a little bit more about the first two phases. Also, no walking, thank God. I wish all the bosses had this. You have no idea how happy I am with this. So, my tactic when I was playing it before was to run down like this, and then roll, except I did it wrong. But luckily, we're just gonna jump right back in. My tactic for this phase was basically to just stay to the left and start running down when he started to sort of like split. So like this. And then like as the second wheel comes down, you sort of roll. Now this phase I just sort of run up really far this way because I think the perspective messes with the way this spawns. I messed it up. Oh no, okay, so now that I've messed it up, it's not going to spawn off the bottom gate, it's going to spawn off the top gate. And I'm not, this isn't good. Because I'm building up these jerks who are going to try and intercept the big eye. Shoot. I might just die on purpose here. Did it already spawn? I can't see the big eye. Hello? Oh. I didn't know you could die that way. Live and learn. That was like the easiest phase for me. I guess I'll go for a fourth round before I really cut the mic. Because I don't really have time to... Shoot. Really? Alright. Just run to the side here. And the big eye should show... Alright, third phase, let's go. I don't have a tactic for this. Because when I beat this one, I won. So, pretty self-explanatory. Run away. Also, it's kind of hard to position your arrow when he's firing his laser at you. So, really quick, goodbye, Mike. Okay, mic's on. More theoretical lore, so feel free to leave comments about lore and fan theories and stuff. I'd love to read some. Honestly, there might be fanfiction of this game, I just realized. I love fanfiction, just like in general. The concept amazes me. I don't read a lot of fanfiction anymore, but yeah. This part just seems weird. Like, I don't know what this is doing, but that I like. Just like a little bit to just freak you out, like, oh, you thought it was over? Yeah, it's over. So, that was Titan Souls. Definite recommendation by me if you are into the game. I will again mention that I don't know if it's worth the cost, but you can look at the price, you can find your sales, and you can like decide for yourself whether or not it's worth the cost. You've seen the entire game, and trust me, trying it, you will get stuck a lot. Like, even on the things I specifically told you, there might still be bits that you forget, and you're just gonna get thrown off. By the way, I didn't talk about the third stage of that boss. It's kind of weird, you know? I don't know if I'm gonna have time to talk. No, I'm not. Okay, so once you beat the boss the first time, right, you unlock a Steam achievement, that's all well and good. But your save turns into this golden thing, and what this golden thing means, it'll start you from the beginning. It'll even give you like the very short tutorial, right? Hey, you guys remember this? Maybe. I didn't. Oh, it's already open. Derp. I started a new file, so it's like, I totally forgot about that. And now it's sort of like in a museum mode type of deal. So, once you've beaten the game, you can see all the bosses are beaten. I can walk in and I can just fight them as if they were new. So you see here's Slimeheart. I wonder if I can die to him before the boss fight starts. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, Titan Souls, definite recommendation. It's a small, simple game that aims to do one thing, and that's make really cool bosses. It's not much of a storyteller, and the bosses I don't really think have a lot of replayability value. Well, they kind of do, right? Because each fight is very unique, and some of them you'll have more fun with than others. But you saw there were some bosses that I completed on like the first 3 tries, right? And that's because this is my second playthrough. Obviously, my first playthrough, I died significantly more, and it took me much longer to beat the game. Yeah, 358 to 144 2-hour playthrough, really? Oh man, this is gonna be a short series. Well, that's fine. People can binge watch, I guess. Do people binge watch small channels like mine? It's hard to really say. Anyways, thank you all for watching. If I forget to link Titan Souls in the description, remind me, because amazing game. Cannot recommend it enough. It's very unique. It feels very clean. The style, like the arrow mechanics, it does a lot with what it has, and it doesn't have much, and I enjoy that. So, yeah, thank you all for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in another series. Bye-bye.